Well, hello and welcome to the Below the Rim Roadshow. Live from the O2 final with 6 minutes 30 left in the first quarter of what is looking like an epic final so far. Riders just on the offense. Lions have a huge following in here, as you'd expect. Obviously, it's in the O2. But some real fan reaction to what's been going on the court so far. Fantastic. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the WBBL final first of all. I waffled about it for 15 minutes, thinking these guys would come back, but you buggered off to the... Ads is laughing. We buggered off to the press conference. But here you are now. We'll play you the interview in a minute that you got with MVP, league MVP. Obviously, Kennedy Leonard was game MVP, but league MVP Joe Leiden. Ads, WBBL final, blowout in the end.
I mean, it was kind of expected that London were going to win. They've done everything this year with style, and who knows what the future brings with regard to Joe and Azania. You get the impression that the younger players, Kennedy Leonard, Holly Winsburn, they're going to be back to do it all again. But I just feel privileged to have seen that team a couple of times this year. Perfect record, unbeaten, championship, MVPs. What more can you say about London? Io?
Yeah, what more can you say?
Nothing.
I think
Mark Clark said it pretty well.
Mark Clark did not pull. Mark Clark didn't pull any punches. Mark Clark didn't pull any punches, and nor should he have. And I like that. But no, again, just to back up on the back of what you said, like they've had a perfect season, a perfect end to the season. It's a shame that the game wasn't a bit more competitive for the neutral, but it was in the first 1.5, almost 2 quarters, and 2 quarters. So the first half was competitive. It went awry after that. But we'll see. We'll see. I think one thing that's great about this season is the fact that if Joe goes, fine. If Azania goes, no, fine. But what they've done is they've sown the seeds. They've sown the seeds of championship basketball, a real championship mindset, accountability. That's a word that was used a lot in that press conference.
Yes, sir.
And I think that and we'll see. I'm looking forward to all the younger players stepping up in Joe's shoes and Azania's shoes if they choose not to return. And we'll see what's going forward. We'll see.
Back on the floor.
Well, I called that. That's what I called it. Our last show, myself, Mr. Nicholson and Mr. Grant Young, stick Josh Ward-Hibbert defensively on Gino because he can play the guard position and he's a big dude to go on. Anyway, let's play you the interview briefly that you got from Joe Leiden as the Lions take a 6-point lead right now at this stage. But let's play that interview with Joe Leiden.
MVP, all BBL British, not one loss this season, 3 chips, mission complete for Joe Leiden.
Yeah, 100% mission complete. It was whatever it took, the trophies were the most important things, the individual awards, it's nice to have them, but it's a reflection on the whole team, and the championships was the main thing, so we got all of our goals and I'm just, mission complete.
Yeah. So you're happy with it all overall, are you feeling good about it? The project's worked, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. I think today, I don't think we had our best outing today, but we got it done in the end, so it's good. It's a great way to finish in a great arena, so I'm just happy for us.
we're just happy to have seen you here for a year. I'm not going to put you on the spot and go, so about next year. I'm not going to do that to you because you might just wrap the mic round my head or something. But it's been a privilege and a pleasure watching the JLC on home soil, and I just want to say thank you for everything this year. It's been amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate everything. I appreciate your support throughout the season. It's been a pleasure to play back in England. I never thought I would get the opportunity to do it, so it's been a pleasure. I hope everybody's enjoyed it, and hopefully the girls keep going next season and keep the culture and, you know, just keep getting better at the standard in the British League.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Joe. Go and enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Well, there you are, the interview from Ads, talking to Joe Leedon after the game, and very gracious not to put her on the spot there. I would have done.
Joe, do you not remember what she said on the show about taking names in the notepad? You can't mess with Joe Leedon. But seriously, what an amazing person she is, what an amazing player she is. I've loved every minute of her being here, and I hope we haven't seen the last of her.
Well, right now, we have a game on our hands. We'll stick around for the rest of this quarter and maybe some of the second quarter as well. We'll obviously come back. We're sticking with the pod. We'll do a live pod for the halftime kind of show to kind of round things up and see where we're at. But right now, we've a ball game, a 7-point lead for the Lions. And at this moment, it's anybody's right now. Kyler Kelly has just bossed Big Mo out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's game on. London want this really, really bad. They want to spoil the party for Leicester at the end of the day. And Leicester want to continue their season of dominance, much like the Lions ladies have just done. But I think we're in for a good one here.
What do you put in stock? Well, obviously, I said it on Twitter and got mixed reviews as to whether or not it means anything. But if they don't win this, I mean, the league win is great. It's like the third best record in history, but I feel it doesn't mean as much if you don't win this game, this playoff game. That's why I think there's more pressure on them than there is the Lions. The Lions, it's nothing to lose really. They've not, you know, they had a decent run in Europe, which was ideally what they were meant to do. That's what the team was kind of built for. But
well, did you hear the booing then? That was all for Gino while he was on the foul line. You're sort of thinking, how are you going to boo the MVP, the two-time MVP?
That's how we're going to boo him.
But we are in London's house, and I think it's very important. It's very important for both teams. You know, Leicester want to.
Reece, Isaiah Reece wants it more than anybody else right now. He's on 11 points already, and it's only the first quarter. Wow.
It's a final, man. Somebody always steps up and goes nuts, and Reece is doing it so far.
Oh! Wow, huge block there by Kyler Kelly. This game is really opened up, and Lions, well, if Dirk Williams had hit that three, it would have been a different story. Lions want this, Io.
Listen, I told you, Leicester might block under the pressure. Leicester might, I said it, Leicester might block under the pressure.
It is a high pressure game for them. I do honestly feel that even with their league record, they need to take this alley-oop throw and a foul. It looked like a bad one. As Kyler Kelly hits the deck. Not sure who it's on, and Mo seemed to be in front of him, but the referees will talk it over. But it's a 10-point ball game right now. Riders playing catch-up. And it does look, I think I spoke to Carl Heslop just before you guys came back and we went online, and Carl said that this is 2,500 more than any O2 event they've done in terms of BBL, so in terms of BBL final.
Oh, the attendance?
Yeah.
What is the attendance then? Have they reached, what, 14,000?
I don't know what the full attendance is, but...
Well, the women's was a record at 10,500, so it feels a little bit fuller now, doesn't it?
Doesn't look like there's many spare seats, no. And the queues and the food court would suggest, you know, there's the spare seats are for people that are trying to pick up a packet of chips quick.
I keep looking around the arena and forgetting to look up, but the whole upper deck is full.
Oh my God,
well.
I hadn't even looked up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you think that we're just down in this bowl, but then there's like the VIP boxes, and above that, up in the gods, that's full as well.
Well, it certainly has been a great showing and a good show, a good spectacle, always is at the O2, and of course so unlucky not to have it in the COVID season. Here we are now though, and it's a ball game right now. Big Mo is sent to the deck as we watch this right now. We'll see what the calls are, but obviously the three of us sat here, we put the playoffs above, but when you look back through history and you look back at teams that have consistently won most of the competitions that season, I mean, I'm quite harsh when I look back. If you haven't won all four, you're not in the elite class. If you win 3 of the 4, you're definitely up there. I never ever look at the league situation. No. Kingston, obviously for me, are no one will eclipse that. In 3 years, they only lost 1 item of silverware, and that was to a team that had recruited an NBA player in Steve Bucknell, and obviously that was Sunderland. I think that was Saints that season, but it's under the 76ers. I didn't realise how good the Worthing Bears league record was, so I've never rated them as one of the best teams in history because they only won the league and the playoffs that season. They didn't win the Cup or the trophy, but should the Riders do this? Do they go up there? I mean, Rob was saying it on in a newsreel recently that they'll be up there with the best teams in history. Do they go up there automatically?
Well, I'd say so, yeah. I mean, to win all 3 championships in a year, it's got to put them up there. 2 times Connor Washington puts down the triple there. But this has been a special couple of years for Leicester, and certainly guys like Rob and Gino, they want to win it all. They want to prove that their legacy is there, it's in the books, and it ain't going anywhere.
Well, this is certainly unfinished business. But are they one of the best teams? If they win this game today, does that put them up there with the big ones? Unfortunately.
But you have to give credit where credit's due. They are a table, a system of consistency. And really, a hater like myself is looking for someone to kind of shake their roots. You know what I mean? And all season we've been hoping that London were going to be that team, but they've been a team of constant flux. So we'll see. But yeah, if Riders do win the championship, Riders will have the final game. They'll go down to the game together. So there's nothing you can do. There's nothing a hater like you can do. I
didn't think you guys would say that. I thought you, especially you, Az, I thought you'd be harsher than me in that.
I want to be harsh.
They're not. This isn't. Like this team, in my opinion, obviously, this team would come up against the Kings and they would come up very short because the Kings are just phenomenal. Even if they came up against my Bears from back in the day, your Giants from back
I mean, let's not make a mistake here. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that this team will be able to hang with some of the great teams of yesteryear. But certainly in modern history, I've said it before plenty of times on the pod, I think Gino is that good that he sort of gets into that sort of conversation of all-time greats, past, present, future, whatever, because the guy is that good. And for me as well, for Leicester, I've been following them a lot closer than normal because Patrick Whelan's on the team. Always rooting for an ex-Manchester Magic player who's done great things, and what a year Patrick's had. So yeah, I'm going to talk. As I always say, I'm going to talk that shit, even though we're in his house here in London.
Listen, I like Gino's been outstanding. Obviously, 2 seasons now, he has been the MVP, and rightly so. And he is testament to the kind of standard of player that we've got coming in now, whether it's overseas, whether it's British. For me, he needs to do at least 1 more season of this before we start talking about him in the same light as even Ramon Fletcher. Because Ramon, let's not forget, did it for 7-8 years. He's on track because I think he's at the same kind of rate as Ramon, 2 back-to-back MVPs. Maybe doesn't have the silverware, but I was going to say you could say he didn't have the squad that Ramon had initially when he came in, but these Riders squads have been pretty phenomenal.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a stacked squad out there. I mean, another guy that I've been a big fan of all year is Mark Lovin. You know, he's been a great player, but yeah, I mean, it's a deep squad, but it accommodates a great point guard. You know, a point guard is only as good as what he has to provide to, and he's got a lot of people to provide to.
There's 3 great point guards there: Connor Washington, Kimball McKenzie.
Yeah, I mean, McKenzie's another one. I mean, and he first caught my eyes like, wow, this guy's legit. Was in the cup final in Birmingham where he was outstanding as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's crazy. You know, you got 3 point guards, and I think they're all out there right now. Is Gino on the floor?
No, Gino's not out there, I don't think. But right now, they're playing catch up at the moment. The Lions have a slender advantage, and
Jesus.
all right, apologies for that. I managed to unplug my mic, stood on the thing. We're going to check out for until halftime. We'll come back for a halftime show, talk about the final 2 quarters.
Why is he
if
taking
there is
that
not
shot?
overtime. And yeah, we'll come back with halftime show. Till then, don't go too far away. We'll soak up what's going on here and chat about it.
Don't put up 3, please. Don't.
Io is in it.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, fine.
All right, we'll be back soon. Take it easy.
Put up 3 and make it.